All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to your Living Life Transformed series. Remember, it's a 3-part series. We launched it yesterday. This week is the first part of that series, and it's titled Untelling Your Story. So for those of you who jumped on yesterday, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for jumping on. Thank you for those of you who actually shared it with people you know. And thank you for those of you who messaged me and gave me feedback and shared with me the outcomes of your experience. I just love it. Thank you. So I'm so glad that it was helpful to some of you. So that series, remember, is Living Life Transformed. And this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we're talking about untelling your story. Yesterday, we talked about God's vision for our lives. What's our purpose? And not just that, but like, what are the areas in our life that we might be lacking? And are we hearing God speak to those areas of our life? And if so, what is his vision for those areas of your life? I put up an exercise for you to do yesterday. If you're on Instagram over here and you want that PDF or access to that video, let me know and I'll just send you links and PDFs through direct message. Okay, so we want to know what we're walking towards. That's what we did yesterday. So if you did that exercise yesterday, think about some of the things that came out of it. What area of your life or what thing are you going to achieve, or what specifically has God called you to? If you haven't done it, just dream it up right now. Because quite likely you've already heard from God a call on your life. Somebody's already prophesied it over you. Or you just know there's an area of your life that needs his attention. Like, what's his vision for your marriage, right? So what's that one thing? Put it in your head, because it's going to help with today's exercise. Put it in your head, think about it. And real big warning, today's exercise, I told you yesterday, is not for the weak, man. This is the exercise that is going to weed anybody who's not ready for warrior status out. Seriously, this is if you're not ready to let go of your story and untell that story and step into warrior status, today's going to be your last visit for now. But here's the thing. It's okay, because you can always come back to it. All right. So for those of you who are ready, this is going to be like ripping a Band-Aid off, but it's such a life-changing exercise that we're going to do. Okay. So you have it in your head. What's that one thing? You want to be in shape. You want to be healthy. You want to lose weight, or you want a different job, or you want to do better in your career, or you want a healthy marriage, you want happy kids, what is it that you're facing forward on? You have a mission, you want to go on mission trips, you want to start an organization, and you want to start your own business. What is it? Put it in your head. Just one thing, because I know there's lots. Put one thing in your head that you've been wanting to do for a long time, like write your book. You want to write a book? What is it? Put it in your head. Start a blog. Put it in your head. What is it? Picture it. How would life be different? How would life be so different if you were walking in that calling right now? And this is what I want you to do now. Ready? Now I want you to think about this. I want you to get a piece of paper and write this down. Okay? I'll wait a second, or you can type it in your comments if you're super brave. You can share with everybody, but this is what I want you to write. I can't because. Okay? Write it as many times as you need to. I can't because what? Fill in the blanks. I can't because what? What is it? Common ones, right, that I hear all the time. I can't because I don't have time. I can't because I don't have money. I can't because what? What is it? I don't have the education. I don't have the experience. I don't have access to people. I don't have a following. I can't because what? Write it down, okay? Write it down. I'll wait a second, because I'm very serious about this. So go get a piece of paper right now and write it down. One sentence. You don't have to do it all right now. One reason why you can't start right now what you say you want to do. I can't go on mission trips because why? I can't write a book because why? I can't start my business because why? Why? What is it? List it. Okay. Now, this is what I want you to do. I want you to put an X right through your I can'ts. And I want you to write, I can't because, really big, make it huge, make it obnoxious, like red, use a red marker. I can't because I don't want to. It's true, you don't. All your can'ts are just another way of saying you don't want to. Now, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to hurt feelings here, and I did set you up, I did, okay? We're conditioned to to follow instructions, and I set it up so that you would follow it. I told you exactly what to write, how to write it, and you feel like you have to fill in the blanks. Now, some of you know me and didn't fall for it at all because I've probably done this to you already, but here's the thing. We're conditioned to follow those instructions, but as strongly as we're conditioned to follow those instructions, we've been conditioned to believe lies about us. And all the I can'ts are just excuses formed by those lies. So it's a super important exercise that reveals how impressionable we've been and how we've allowed those lies to dictate what we can and can't do. I mean, just imagine how scripture would change if David's story, David and Goliath, if that stopped at David saying, I can't. If Noah and the ark story stopped at Noah saying, I can't. If Nehemiah and the wall story stopped with Nehemiah saying no. Think about how different your story would be, how your life would be if Jesus's cross story had stopped at I can't. You can. Think of the fishes and the loaves. How many people would have gone hungry if they stopped at I can't? There's a step past the I can't. It's realizing that these are not barriers, they're obstacles, and they can be moved. So this is how we do it. We do it just like we do it biblically. What's in your hands? What do you have right now that will allow you to do that right now? See, that I can't is our victim story. So if you don't want to be a victim and you want to be a warrior, you got to stop saying I can't. You have to listen for yourself all day. And anytime you say, I can't, stop yourself and say, wait, how can I do this? How can I? Right? I want to reach people for Jesus. How can I do it? I can do it right now, right? If only one person pops on and listens and feels closer to their true calling, then I've done it, right? So how can you now? How can you now? That's what I want you to do today. I created another PDF. I'm not going to do this every day, but I do have a few for this week. And I'm going to put it on Fawn Volker, Living Life Transformed, which is on Facebook. I'll put it on that page. And for Instagram, if you want it, just message me and I'll send it to you. I sent some out to people yesterday. And I'll send you these PDFs. It's the I can't and I can exercise that we just did here together. But just, you can sit and be raw and honest with yourself. Nobody's tricking you anymore. No more tricks up my sleeves. This is it. That's the harshest moment you'll have with me. You can and you will pursue God's calling on your life. Okay, you will. So warrior status only with that exercise. So I'm going to put that there. But I also just want to say that some people were struggling with the journaling exercise, and I kind of get that, right? Because it's weird when you've never done it before. I used to look at people like me and call them weird all the time. So I totally get it. If you're not comfortable with that, if you're not familiar with hearing God's voice in your life or in your spirit and what that looks like, we have a community for you. It's actually attached to a devotional journal that I published, and with the purchase of that journal, you get free, ongoing, lifelong access to a virtual support group. Basically, we're encouragers. We're encouraging one another, and women are stepping boldly out into their calling. They're practicing in there with one another. They're encouraging one another. They're being held accountable. They're getting prayer. And I want anybody who wants to be a part of that group to let me know. If you just hit me up in the comments or send me a message, I'll send you a link, because I'm going to give you the journal at 50% off, which is like cost almost, right? So I'm going to give it to you at 50% off so that you can go ahead and get in there and start working that process, okay? So just keep me posted. Let me know if you need help with the I can't process, if you need help with the hearing from God process, and that's it for today. So good luck, have fun, and I'll see you here tomorrow at noon. Bye.